chance to be aggressive here at 9. Boy, he had it going right at it.
First time we've seen the water spraying over there with the wind picking up just a touch. Siwoo Kim was a winner here a few years ago. Here he is at the first.
He's 3 under on his round over there at La Quinta so far. 9 holes to play, and just a beautiful drive by that pitching action. One of those little flip sand wedges left.
9 holes to play on La Quinta. Siwoo Kim might be the leader.
I mean, I like those guys' chances over there at La Quinta because it is a little more out of the wind. Next to the mountains, it's tree lined.
For sure. We were making our way around the golf course. We can see some flapping of the wind with the sleeves and the pants. It's a different day out there, Tom Abbott.
Yeah, it certainly is. I think it's going to calm down tomorrow, though. So this is probably the only day where they're going to get challenged by the breeze. But H. Brown got away with that one. It wasn't too bad at all. I thought it was going to be long and left, and if he'd gone a little bit further down the green, it starts to run away towards the back, and then he would have had a very tricky putt. But the way it is, he's got a chance to make this one down the hill. He's just seen Dan Fireman, a man that owns Liberty National, playing as an amateur in this group, putt from a similar spot on the green. So that gives him a sense of the speed with this one. Green's not as quick as they were the first couple of days because of the expected breeze.
Blade still 1 under on his round today, so not faring too poorly at all considering the tricky conditions. Here's Tom Hoagie at the 9th, hitting his second.
He's got it going over there at La Quinta. One of the best iron players on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, he won't be too pleased with that one. That far away. As Siwoo Kim lines up this birdie putt to join Eric Cole at 20 under.
Oh boy, he's putted pretty solidly this week. That is the one thing that gives him problems once in a while.
Justin Rose is bunkered here, Billy Ray.
Yeah, boss. This is very doable.
Sitting there.
He is
that's around the cut line. Right?
He's a terrific bunker player. He makes it look so easy at times.
At the 16th, Ricky Fowler hitting his 4th.
Not an easy spot. It runs away. This green has been firm this week. Well, it helps if you hit the flagstick.
Yeah. Almost jumped in there. Let's slide ahead to the 17th and S.H. Kim. We saw the tee shot come to rest here.
Strength of his game really is the putter.
We saw the approach at La Quinta's 9th for Tom Hoagie. Now here's the birdie putt.
Okay, good speed down there. There's greens at La Quinta. That's one of the reasons why the scores are so low. All 3 golf courses are in excellent shape. The greens are just at La Quinta every year you get here. They are so pure over there.
The players rave about it. People talk about the distance of the course. Forget that. The course is just awesome, awesome venue. As Scotty Scheffler lines this one up at the stadium course, Billy Ray.
Well, that was a really patient shot in which Scheffler played from the fairway. Now this putt coming back up the hill.
Oh my goodness. It looked like it was going to break right into the middle of the hole, and it sort of got to the top of that uphill and straightened out.
Scotty will remain 1 back. Boy, about 8 to 10 feet away.
Yeah.
It was going right in the heart.
100%. It just stayed out there enough to miss. Perfect speed. He's a top 25 putter on the PGA Tour now. He used to be outside the top 150 in putting every year. Not anymore.
Blades Brown, by the way, did make his par at 15. As we head to Ricky Fowler, who's trying to make his par at 16. All right. Over at the 6, Matt McCarty.
Good run at it there. You shoot 3 or 4 under on the stadium course today. I think you're going to be fairly happy with that.
Absolutely. Eric Cole will be really happy if this putt goes in for birdie. So Cole looks like he will stay at 20 under par. Where will the lead be at day's end? Today's coverage is brought to you by American Express. There is nothing like platinum. And there is nothing like the surrounding area here in the Coachella Valley. You're used to it living in Scottsdale, Kurt, but it's awfully pretty here, man.
Oh my gosh, these emerald green fairways against the backdrop of the desert, tremendous.
Ricky Fowler taking his turn.
Yeah, good shot. They're trying to land the ball right around the middle of the green. It'll take one big hop going downhill, downwind.
Let's go back to the 10th hole at the stadium course, Kurt.
Yep, 403 yards. Today is playing back pretty much straight back into the wind. Try to keep it out of those 2 bunkers on the right. If you put it in the fairway, it does neck down there. If you put it in the fairway, you can achieve this elevation. But you definitely want to take that water in front of the hole out of play. So try to fly something all the way to the hole and give yourself another look at birdie.
Scotty Scheffler has made the turn, playing with Justin Rose, and he has the honor at this par 4.
Well, Kurt, you hit it. The nail right on the head there, talking about putting the ball in the fairway. You talked about those bunkers. Those bunkers start up the right-hand side at 245. You get something off the tee in the 230, 235 range. The fairway really widens down that position. If you hit driver here, it really narrows down. So majority of the players this week have been going with less than driver off here at the 10th tee. It's still an intimidating tee shot, though, Kurt, with that water down the left-hand side. Visually, you stand on the tee as a player. You go, your eye line goes straight to that water on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it sure does. So Scheffler's got something other than driver out here. I don't know if it's a 3-wood or a 5-wood, but he's definitely going to lay back. Try to get it into the widest part of the fairway there. I'll tell you what, that's a thing of beauty right there. That is a flighted, a knocked down fairway wood going back into the breeze. That is really pretty.
The man who shared the 36-hole lead with Scotty was on the tee at 16.
Yeah, another good swing. He's driven the ball really well. That's one of the keys for him this week. That wind is kind of out of the right at 16. He holds that cut right up against it again.
Nico Echeverria is on the tee at the par 3 17th. It's left.
Oh boy.
Slams right into the rocks.
And into the water.
Down, yeah. We go from that to this. Harris English staying dry here, hitting his 4th at 11.
Very fortunate, and man, is he taking advantage of it. How about that for birdie?
Eric Larson is just laughing. Nice shot, boss. What a play from Harris English, who, by the way, works with Justin Parsons, and we will hear from Justin Parsons in a little bit here on Happy Hour with Smiley when that begins shortly. Back to Echeverria at 17.
I believe his tee shot was the 5th ball in the water so far at 17 today. Oh, not again.
Ooh, Kurt. that?
He just couldn't put it in the middle of the green and, you know, stomach two putting for double. And now it's going to be a big number. Really big number.
And remember, we were talking about the last couple of days. Right now, the cut line is 10 under par, so Nico is in big trouble after this hole.
That's his 5th shot. And get it up and down for triple. Not again. Oh my goodness.
Just don't see that often from players of Nico Echeverria's caliber. He's a multiple winner on the PGA Tour. Look who's joined the group at 19 under, another major champion. This leaderboard is rounding into fine form.
The shot doesn't care who's hitting it. Where it goes comes down to 3 simple things. How clean is your contact? How true is your flight? And do you have the perfect amount of spin to stop it tight? 3 keys that shape every short game shot. 3 keys that live within every Vokey wedge. Sharpen your short game with Vokey SM11.
Elijah Craig was the first to char oak barrels to make bourbon. It's an innovation you can still taste in every glass. Warm spots, subtle smoke. Elijah Craig, the father of bourbon.
Oh, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay. Book your spring travel now. Hilton for the stay.
Okay, Richardson, the holidays are done.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Get 4 iPhone 17s on us, no trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Love that spirit, folks.
Pronamel, clinical enamel strength, can help us to keep our enamel for a lifetime. It's backed by science. It is clinically proven to strengthen our teeth. I would recommend this toothpaste to everybody. It's really an amazing product.
Ready for a round? The Golf Now app makes it easy. Easy to find a course that fits your schedule. It's the easiest way to see what real golfers think. And it's the easiest way to pay and check in. Golf Now. Go play.
Shopping cart smashed my headlight. We worried we'd have to fight to pay for such a small plant.
And life would revolve around the shopping cart. That never happened. Geico got it fixed fast.
It feels good to get going again. It feels good to Geico.
Build your way to more rewards with the Business Platinum Card from American Express.
Today, Polestar released. Tell us what you saw.
It went by so fast, I didn't know what it was. I'd never seen anything like it. I've never seen anything move like it. Did it come from the stars? I don't know. But it had one on it.
We are back, and it's kind of painful sometimes, Kurt, to watch a player struggle like this. Nico Echeverria is hitting his 7th from the drop zone.
Can be a cruel game. He's coming off a double at par 5 16th as well. He was at 13 under when he left the 15th green, which is tied for 34th.
It's wild. Wyndham Clark over at Lakita. It'll get second at 9.
He's been putting in the work. He was not happy with his year last year. He shouldn't have been, and he's starting to show signs of coming back to where he was.
For sure. Siwoo Kim. He's also right there at 19 under par.
Very aggressive player. This whole location, front right, very gettable, and he's going to have another good look there. That's an uphill putt.
Back over to 17, and Nico. This is just 8.
For an 8, yep.
have been a quintuple, right? I don't know what
He was on his way.
9 is on a par 3.
Yeah, I don't even know what you call that, but he just went double bogey and then made a 9 on a par 3. He's going to miss the cut, where when he left the 15th green, he was thinking, I'm in great shape, 13 under par, on the way to making this cut easily.
It's a par 5.
Yeah.
He went 7-9 last 2 holes. Now foul.
Oh.
Still a beautiful putter. To watch his motion is nice. Good to see Ricky play well. Could be a factor come Sunday. As we go back to the fairway with Billy Ray Brown and Scotty Scheffler at the 10th.
You know, just such a tee shot that he's positioned himself there, Kurt, to attack this flag. He's got 128 will carry the water, 134 total coming back into the breeze, and that's going to help him when he might get a little aggressive here. The ball's going to come in a little bit softer.
That's what he does right there. He's not going to make that mistake short, and he's going to keep giving himself opportunities.
Back to that par 5 16th, Tom and Blades.
Yeah, 4-iron from 256. He's just watched David fall to the left. Wind is off the right, and this one is safely right, well away from that looming bunker on the left side.
This is what most of the players do right here. They play to the front right so that they can get the ball up and down. If it gets up onto the green, great, but they want to leave it right there.
Kurt, it doesn't matter what day of the week it is. It's always a good time for happy hour, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, a rare Saturday happy hour with Smiles, Smiley Coffin. Oh, the great Justin Parsons joining him there to the right of 17.
There's going to work, and then there's building a business with Business Platinum. There's nothing like having the backing to help keep your business booming, or working on the fly with the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like closing a deal with an unforgettable dinner and starting your work trip on a high note with the largest curated global hotel program while getting exceptional service worldwide.
Thank you so much.
With access to over $3,500 in business and travel value annually, there's nothing like Business Platinum.
VisionWorks makes things simple. We organize frames by shape and price.
Oh, I love these.
And if you change your mind?
Yeah, I changed my mind.
There's our 100-day guarantee.
VisionWorks. See the difference. Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. With Tremfya, clear skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being 1,000,000 miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
There's a Harbor Freight store in your neighborhood where we sell hard-working tools that always work with any pro or DIY budget. You see, we treat neighbors like, well, neighbors. Harbor Freight, close by when you need us.
Closest to the pin for an ultra?
Meet you at the bar card.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
Okay, Richardson, the holidays are done.
We thought so too, but then Verizon just gave us their best deal.
4 new iPhone 17s, all on them.
Get 4 iPhone 17s on us, no trade-in needed. And 4 lines for just $25 a line.
Love that spirit, folks.
We are here and we are playing for history and we're playing for the players that came before us.
I've worked since I was 2 or 3 years old to have a chance to play professional golf for a living.
The guys that win the most, they're in contention so much, they're up there all the time. That's where I want to be.
Back at the American Express, day 3. The cut will be made today, not after 36 holes, because 3 courses are in play. The Stadium course, which is where Scotty Scheffler is on the 10th green. The Nicklaus course, also at PGA West. And about 10 or 12 minutes from here by drive is La Quinta. That's the 3rd course. But right now, Scotty has a birdie putt to reach the top of the leaderboard with Eric Cole, whose day is already complete with a 66.
Well, it's going to be a putt, Steve, that's very, very quick coming down the slope. The ball just come to rest just on top of a crown, and once he clears that crown, it starts to go downhill the entire length of the putt. It will have some break back to his left. About midway through the putt, it will start turning to the left.
Yeah, he's out there to the right pretty good. You can see the line on his putter out there. A couple feet anyway.
That one does stay on line, and he gets to 20 under.
Pure roll right in the middle.
The one at 9 looked like that until the very, very end, but this time it stays true for him.
All the work he has put in on his putting, the change to that putter, the work with Phil Kenyon, just grinding, trying to become a better putter has worked. He is an excellent putter now.
The way he plays golf from tee to green, it's scary for the other guys if this club gets hot.
Crazy. So good.
Scotty Scheffler. He's been close here before. He was the 54-hole leader back in 2020 when Andrew Landry ended up winning. Now here he is again with another chance. And remember, in 2020, he wasn't quite Scotty Scheffler just yet. He's a little bit of a different player than he was 6 years ago.
His rookie year.
Yep. Matt McCarty for par at 7.
Short little par 4, one they expect to have a good look. Just didn't break. You can tell by the reaction. He misread it just slightly, just enough.
Now over to La Quinta. See if Siwoo Kim can get this club warmed up.
Not a lot of break, a little uphill.
Oh, yeah.
This walk.
Missed the little one earlier, but that time he was money. So another man joins the fray at 20 under.
When he's on, he's not afraid to go low and win either.
Neither is this guy. Wyndham Clark has a chance at La Quinta's 9th to get to 20 under.
Left to rider.
And he does. All of a sudden, they're filling it up.
That is a heck of a round of golf right there. Took advantage of La Quinta Country Club with the wind blowing, not as much over there. It's secluded in there in the trees.
Down in that bunker left of 16, the par 5. And Tom, you're going to stay out of there, right? You're just going to call it from somewhere around the fairway, right?
Oh, yeah, up on the fairway. In fact, David Ford is going to play away from the flag. He was looking at the flag, but then decided to try and play safe. So he's actually going to try and leave it just short of the green. It's an interesting decision, Kurt, but it just shows you how difficult it is to get it close to the hole.
Yeah, he's trying to take a big number out of play. He leaves it in that bunker, which is very much a possibility, as steep as that is and as tall as that lip is.
17 feet from that bunker to the surface of the green when you're standing there. It is awfully, it's imposing, it's intimidating.
Yeah, very intimidating. That's why the players try to leave it front right where Blaze Brown did. That was a very good second shot he hit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Well, wait a second. Let's bring in Todd Lewis with more on the 18-year-old Blaze Brown.
Well, Steve, what a weekend it's been for Blaze Brown. He finished the Corn Ferry Tour event on Wednesday in the Bahamas. Had a good finish there, top 20. Then went to nearby airport, jumped on a private jet, flew nearly 2,300 miles straight here to Palm Springs because he's a sponsor invite, and he teed it up from Wednesday in the Bahamas, Thursday route number 1 here at the American Express. And of course, he came close to shooting that 59 yesterday. His father, Park, is walking alongside Blades right now in this round. I asked him, what was last night like? He said, well, he did take a nap. He's tired. Had dinner, did laundry, and responded to some of the near 1,000 texts he got for that great round he had on Friday. By the way, his dad, Park, is here. His mom, Rhonda, was scheduled to fly here to the California desert today, but because of that nasty winter storm, she is stuck back home in Nashville. She will be watching, though, today.
There is a shot of Mr. Brown. By the way, Rhonda scored the first ever three-pointer in WNBA history. She was the first pick in the 1998 WNBA expansion draft by the New York Liberty. So that's an amazingly athletic family. There's Scheffler.
Looking like it was down the right-hand side, but just missed the center of the fairway by a couple feet is all.
Is that what we're getting to now with Scotty?
My gosh.
Back over to the first shot from David Ford, short of the green.
This green has been really firm all week, and with a little helping breeze there, a lot of run out.
Wow, so the strategy was to avoid a big number, and now he's going to have that left for his par at the par 5. Back to the tee at 11 with Justin Rose.
Well, with this wind today, Kurt, it's definitely a 3-shot hole because the wind is back into the player's face here at the par 5.
This might be headed up on top of the hill. Rose had a really good day yesterday. He shot even par the first day over at La Quinta. Felt like he got run over, but shot 63 yesterday in round 2.
Go to Will Zalatoris. Nice to see him back healthy again, playing the 4th.
A little sawed-off finish, trying to keep that trajectory down just a little bit. And that's a great shot. Hope he can stay healthy.
Yeah. It's more fun with Will Zalatoris around the PGA Tour regularly, playing well and healthy. Now Siwoo Kim.
Good tee shot at this par 3.
Solo lead if it goes in.
Oh, man. He's such a good ball striker. When he's really on, he's fearless. And when the putter cooperates, he's usually right there.
Difficult par 3 at the Pete Dye Stadium course.
Good look at Harris English. His tee shot there. And it's
a spot to be.
Yeah, I mean, you know, water just left in the green. So if you're going to miss, that's the spot.
By the way, Harris is playing by himself today with the 2 amateurs because the other pro, Ludwig Oberg, had to withdraw. Wasn't feeling well. It's weird. I saw him on the range earlier. And everything seemed to be fine. And then all of a sudden, he had to withdraw. He must not have been feeling well at all to WD here.
It's his 2nd year in a row he's had trouble with his health on the West Coast. Oberg.
So Harris English, he does have people to play with today, just not a professional. Let's take a listen to a message from American Express now while we have a second. American Express is proud to continue supporting small businesses in the local Coachella Valley. One of the businesses serving fans on site this week at the American Express is Papa Heads, a local eatery and food truck known for its smash burgers, milkshakes, and fries, as well as unique menu items in collaboration with other local businesses. Let's join American Express to support our local communities by shopping small this tournament weekend and all year long. I spent a little time with the CEO of American Express, Steve Squeri, who's playing today, and it's just such a great event. They love being a part of it. The PGA Tour loves coming here to the California desert. They do so much good on and off the golf course.
I mean, the charitable contributions alone just mean so much to the local communities, and especially here. It's just Tremendous work by Amex and all the people putting this tournament on.
They've been coming here, Kurt, since 1960. This is the 67th edition of the American Express, Tom.
And this is David Ford for a par. Be a very good 5. Got to keep the speed up here, going from left to right. Oh, he did that, but just out on the line. That's going to be a 6, but playing safe, Kurt, he avoided the double bogey or worse.
Yep, he did. He's going to have to play these next couple holes solidly, though. Right now, 11 under par. Can't afford a mistake coming in here.
Fun part of the golf course here, the par 5, 16th. A lot of fans gathering there, and then they just turn around where the camera is showing you to the par 3, 17th. So, Tom, there's a lot of activity in that area, isn't there?
Yeah, this is kind of the busiest place. 17's got a good atmosphere. Obviously Saturday now, so more people out here. And some of the big stars playing this golf course. A lot of attention on the stadium course, and this is kind of where it's focused. I love that little shot. He kept it right at the hole. If you get it going left, it actually drifts towards the edge of the green. So that was a very good up and down, and he's going along nicely.
And a very good birdie at that par 5. He is now back to 19 under par. As Blades walks to the 17th, it's time now for Happy Hour with Smiley on a Saturday presented by Michelob Ultra. And we love it, Smiley. What a great venue you have down there with your special guest.
It's a beautiful day, Steve, and thank you very much. Joined by the swing coach of Blades Brown, Justin Parsons, who makes his home in Sea Island, Georgia. So we're going to get some pretty great insight into Blades Brown, guy that had a putt for 59 yesterday, tied with Scotty Scheffler heading into the day at first in the leaderboard. And reminder, he's just 18 years old. How did he seem this morning, Justin, on the range with all of that happened yesterday, which I'm sure was a little bit chaotic for somebody to try to handle?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Smiley. It's great to be here. He's an exciting human being. He's got a great personality. He's clearly got no fear. Like, he just kept making birdies yesterday. We had to adjust a little bit, remind him that the stadium course is going to be a little bit of an adjustment based on the fact that not only were the conditions a little bit more favorable, he's been a slightly easier golf course yesterday. So we remind him that he seems to just love every moment of it out here, and he's an infectious personality.
Was there a score and a goal in mind today, knowing that there was going to be a little bit more wind today? Of course, the green speed slowed up a little bit just to try to manage, but still, it's hard to aim away from flag six for 2 straight days. All you're doing is hitting wedges right at the flag.
Well, I've walked through a few holes on him today, and I've been really impressed with his discipline. His caddy Brett and I had some conversations, and as you know, you've played well here at the stadium course. You're going to use some slopes that are a little further away from the so we're really thrilled to see him pick up one at 16 and get to the 17th tee.
Yeah, and it's a very great spot. Blades Brown has made it to the tee at the 17th hole. Today it's 174 yards, which has played the last 3 days, but it has been no wind throughout the week. And today it's 10 to 12 of help. It's 8 down with the overall slope as well. So Ricky Fowler came through just a moment ago, and he told me he played 140-yard shots. There was a lot of calculations these players have to make.
Yeah, I mean, Brett and I talked about this shot a little bit on the range earlier on, and he just felt it was going to be a stock pitching wedge, and hopefully Blades again continues with good discipline and hits this into the middle of the green.
It's actually 5:30. It's not 5. That's flag movement. It's 5:30. Sorry, 6:30. Yeah, 6:30. Yeah, 47. Just stop. Love it. Stop. Yeah.
He's got a wedge here at the top of the hill. Tom Abbott's walking with this group. Tom, do you feel the wind at the top of the hill? Does it feel very strong up there?
Yeah, you can certainly, down that 16th fairway, Smiley, it felt like there was no breeze at all. And then you climb up onto this 17th tee, and you can certainly feel it. And it's just, there's so much danger on this hole, and you've got to really trust it, haven't you? Because if that wind dies, it doesn't work out with the calculation. So let's see where this finishes. Looks to be good.
A little deep in the green. Needs to hang on the back, but I'd say overall, with what we've seen of this hole, Maria hit multiple balls in the water here. Anything where you can grab the putter, Blades Brown will take right now, right, Justin?
100%. My heart rate's just starting to stabilize on Smiley. It's incredible watching an 18-year-old just with such composure. His dad, Park, and I have been walking. I think we're much more excited with much higher blood pressure than he has.
How much did it help Blades yesterday having somebody who's young like David Ford? You know, we saw them smiling walking up to the last hole at the ninth yesterday at the Nicklaus course. It felt like that was a super comfortable pairing. Is there a chance we might see those two maybe play at the Zurich later this year?
I wouldn't be surprised. They had a lot of fun yesterday. David was fantastic. You know, he was playing good as well, but he was also very gracious to Blades. And you know, hopefully these are two fine young American players that we're going to see play really well in the future together.
Well, it's hard to get a golf ball right there, right in the walkway. It's safe and sound too. Putts for birdie most likely. We'll see if he gets the putt around David Ford. Justin, we appreciate you coming on here at 17. We're going to go call some more golf. We'll be back to Blades here at 17. You heard of this guy, Scotty Scheffler at the 11th hole?
Yeah, he's pretty good at golf, I think.
And this hole today is playing back into the breeze, 311 yards. You're just playing to a spot here, short right of the green.
Yeah, I was out with Blades earlier. The wind, I think, is quartered around a little bit. It wasn't really hurting as much earlier on. Blades had a really good drive and a 2-iron off downslope right up to the front right-hand portion of the green and chipped it up to about 8 feet. It was a shot we've been working on a little bit. He loves, like a lot of these young players, they love the lob wedge. I wanted to see him get a little 54 and release it out there, but he got 58 and he checked it up a little bit, 8 feet, 9 feet, missed the putt.
Well, Justin, you've coached major champions, you've coached PGA Tour winners, and now you're coaching an 18-year-old, somebody who made the decision to turn pro at a very young age. How different has it been, you know, dealing with somebody who's so young but so mature beyond his years and has all the talent in the world?
Well, you know, he is a breath of fresh air. We love him. He's been a kind of a member of our community.